Hi, I'm Jason from Listen, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install and configure your new AmpConnect 621 with SoundCheck. Before we start, let's make sure we have a few things. Your USB hardware key, the AmpConnect 621 with its associated power and USB cables, access to the internet to install the software, or a USB drive with the installer on it, and finally, the email containing your status.dat license file. This was sent when the hardware was shipped. If you don't have it, check with the person who placed the order or give us a call or email and we'll be sure to send that over to you. Now, let's install SoundCheck. If you're already a SoundCheck user and you've just acquired new hardware, you could skip ahead to where we configure the hardware. First, insert the SoundCheck hardware key into one of your computer's USB ports. The drivers for this key are included in the software installation, so we want to plug it in early. Now, let's install the software. The download link is in the email with the license status.dat file. Again, if you need us to resend this, please give us a call or email. I've already downloaded it, so it's here, the setup executable. Let's click to install it. You may need to temporarily disable antivirus or security settings. If you're on a Windows machine installing it for the first time, it may prompt you to reboot to finish installing the LabVIEW runtime engine. This is normal, and SoundCheck will resume automatically after the reboot. Don't forget to register your software and hardware. This will ensure you're kept up to date with any new versions of software patches and also ensure speedy support should you run into any issues that you need help with. Now, let's open SoundCheck. You can see it starts off in demo mode. That's just because we haven't activated the software yet. When you open SoundCheck, the setup wizard pops up automatically and prompts us to locate our status.dat file. Make sure you've saved this somewhere you'll remember on your computer. Note that this file is key specific, so if you're installing multiple systems, you'll want to make sure you have the status file that matches the key for that system. Also, if you're installing multiple systems, you could put all the license files in the same directory and SoundCheck will automatically select the status.dat file that matches the connected key. Make sure you select the current folder option instead of open if you're doing this. Next, it prompts us to import settings from a previous version of SoundCheck. If this is your first time using SoundCheck, you can ignore this. Now we'll connect and configure our AmpConnect 621. If you have SoundCheck open, exit it. You want to have the 621 connected before you open SoundCheck. Plug in the AmpConnect 621's power cable, then connect the 621 to your computer with the USB cable and power it on. Now let's reopen SoundCheck. Because we plugged in the unit already, SoundCheck automatically recognizes the AmpConnect 621. If your device isn't discovered, try disconnecting and reconnecting the USB cable and powering the device off and on. Now let's configure it. Select Hardware from the Setup menu and go to Hardware table. We're on the Audio tab at the top, and we could see all the inputs and output channels for the AmpConnect 621 have been automatically populated. Parameters such as input and output peak voltage (VP) values are stored on the device's firmware and loaded automatically, so you don't need to type them in yourself. Before we save and close this, let me show you the hardware configuration. Here, you can select the AmpConnect 621, hit Read Settings, and this is where you could see the current settings. After this is configured, every time SoundCheck opens up, these settings will be set on the AmpConnect. For now, we don't need to change anything, as self-test and complete test will configure this for us using message steps. This is good to know for when you're writing your own sequences, troubleshooting, or would like to assign a different startup configuration. We'll click OK and hit Save to close the editor. To finish off, we'll run a self-test to make sure everything is communicating correctly. Go to File, Open. Navigate to the Sequences Calibration folder. I'm going to select AmpConnect 621 Self-Test 2 channel because I'm using 2 of the inputs on a 2-channel system. If you have an 8-channel or higher system, you can use the AmpConnect 621 self-test below this one. We get a document with more information about this sequence. I'll close that for now. And let's hit the green Start button, or you could use F2 as a keyboard shortcut to run the sequence. This test configures the AmpConnect to internally loop back the outputs to the inputs, and it makes sure that it's able to send and receive signals without relying on external cables or transducers. This can be used as a sanity check to make sure that everything in SoundCheck's hardware table is set properly and there are no issues with the device. And we can see the unit has passed self-test. Now there's one thing. There's a little note to alert us that the latency is more than plus or minus 1 sample, and the default needs to be adjusted. We could see our latency here is -2, so let's fix that. We go back into our hardware table, and we'll subtract 2 from our latency number and save that. Now let's rerun the self-test and see what our latency is now. Self-test is an important step. Don't skip it. Now everything is configured, we're ready to make a measurement. Let's do a quick demo. I'm going to run a basic test on a loudspeaker. You'll need a measurement microphone to capture the response. Here I have a SCM microphone. I'll connect this via a BNC adapter to mic input 1. And let's connect my speaker to the amplifier output and power on. And check the speaker and microphone are correctly aligned. It's that simple. Now we're ready to test. SoundCheck comes with lots of pre-installed test sequences to get you up and running quickly. Let's open up the complete test using AmpConnect 621 sequence from the loudspeakers folder. You can see there's an instructions document here if you want to learn more about the test. Before we run the sequence, let's double check our routing and signal paths. We can see here in the sequence editor that the acquisition step uses mic 1, amp 1, and impedance 1 as our signal paths. SoundCheck automatically created these in signal paths and calibration, and we can see here they're automatically set to the appropriate hardware channel. Nominal values are automatically populated for our calibrated devices, but for instructions on how to calibrate transducers, please see the instructions in the SoundCheck manual. Now let's hit run. And there you can see we've got a measurement for frequency response, impedance, THD, and more from one sweep. And that's it. You're up and running. For more resources, visit the Listen support site or check the manuals included in your installation. And if you have any problems with your installation, we're here to help. Just give us a call or email at support@listeninc.com.